Merry meet witchlings, the Twisted Witch, Midnight Moon Song here, and today I'm going to be talking about the pendulum. Now before you decide to skip this video thinking, oh, this is just another pendulum how-to video, keep in mind that this one is completely different. I will not be talking about the normal yes, no, how to make your pendulum say this, or the dowsing use for it. No, today I'm going to be talking about something entirely different, something that I haven't really seen a lot of people talk about. Now, before we completely begin, I want to introduce you to my pendulum, Astrion. Astrion has amethyst and smoky quartz, which is perfect for me, because I resonate with both of those. And I use this pendulum for lots of spirit work. For instance, I do like to meditate with it. When not just meditation, when I'm going to do an astral projection or anything like that, anything onto the astral plane, I use him. I take it and I turn him. Excuse the shaky camera for a moment. I turn him clockwise. So the ring on my finger is let the energy flow and let it go clockwise. And then I will close my eyes and meditate and pull my energy into that. I channel my energy to him, and the stability and the swaying and the continuous circle, the sacred circle, I become weightless, melted, and focused into the meditation. Those of you who don't know, a circle is, like I said, sacred. A circle itself symbolizes unity, a never-ending loop of time, a constructed force, a strong force, stuff like that. Which is why circles are everywhere in the craft, which is why we say casting the circle, we set a lot of stuff in a circle. This is why. Well, aside from meditation stuff and having your pendulum to help you focus, it can also be used in a similar way your wand can. A wand, athame, sacred feather, all these are tools that I use. And as many other people in the craft will tell you or agree to, that when using these tools, they're used as an extension of your will and intention, an extension of you. As such, the pendulum is as well. And I will show you how. When using, you will cleanse, if you choose to cleanse. Not everybody cleanses, but you will cleanse before and go over to what you want to enchant. And remember, this is very important. Clockwise is to bring in, counterclockwise is to banish and set out, to expel. So if you want to expel something or banish something, you will move your pendulum in a counterclockwise motion. But this is a protection pouch that I carry around with me everywhere, so I'm using it for this demonstration. You will take your pendulum just for a moment, and you will channel the energy, your thoughts, and your will from your heart and your mind down your arm, into your hand, down your fingers, through the chain, and into the pendulum. As you can see, it's starting to move. And yes, if you kind of have to help it move into the clockwise motion, that is perfectly fine. Like I said, we're not dowsing or asking the pendulum for anything. And most energies will move naturally in a circular clockwise motion. So doing this, you just have to focus. And what I think works best is when you can move it wider. And if this were a tall object, you would move up. Even with this, you would move up a little bit. And then you move, and then you stop it. And how I do that is when I swirl it, I take my hand and then I go like this. Moving the hand up stops the pendulum. What that is doing is creating a sort of a jacket around the object and coming up into sealing it. Kind of like this bag, how it's wide and rounded at the bottom, and you go to the top and it's tied. That's exactly what you're doing here. This, I feel personally, in my own personal craft, this works very well. With stuff like sacred smoke and incense, I will use my feather. I find that that works a lot better. I don't really use him for blessing or cleansing with smoke, but using Astrion or whatever pendulum you would like to do such a thing can be very, very beneficial. Like I said, it coats the object in energy and then sort of ties it off. So you have all that intention, all that energy around. You can cleanse your candles with this. You can dress your candles this way if you choose. I do that quite often. And it works just as well as if I were to put a sacred oil on the candle to dress it. Now, like I said before, I use him for astral projecting, for meditations. There are some times I will just sit on the couch and watch something and spin the pendulum for whatever reason. I use it to cast spells on myself, to calm myself, to put in the intention into myself that I need a balance, I need calm, I need harmony, stuff like that. Well, my little witchlings, that is all for this video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to check out the link below. There will be a link to my amino story that has a thing about it, talking about Astrion and how I obtained Astrion and how I got the name for it, if you're interested. And keep in mind, the Amino app is a community-based app in which people create different communities, well, with their different things. Like, for instance, I follow an anime amino, I follow several witchy aminos, but you can't access them from the normal computer, the normal web. So I will leave a link to that story in the description. Anyways, I'm sorry for stumbling all over the place. It's very early. I am kind of tired, but I can't sleep. So I decided to make a video. Yay. Merry meet, blessed be, and have a great evening or morning.